Hi everybody, I'm Sheila McKenna and this is Push Factor TV and you are watching the Push Factor Message of the Week. Now today I want to talk about a particular topic that was brought up to me by a reader based in India actually, and he asked me what my opinion is on forgiveness. What do I think of forgiving others? That's what I want to discuss today, and depending on how long this tape is, I might make it a two-segment topic, but I'll probably find out by the end of this recording. So everybody has been hurt in one way or another. Either we've been betrayed, or somebody may have said some things to us that were really hurtful. Some of us may have been abused. Others may feel quite humiliated about something, maybe in front of others, or embarrassed, or whatever it may be. Now, some of us are able to let these things go, and others, like me, it takes much longer than it usually does. If anything, I feel like I was brought into this planet to learn how to forgive other people, because it has been my greatest difficulty. I feel like anything that is my greatest difficulty is my biggest teacher. I want to talk about a particular thing that happened to me a long time ago when I was like 21, and I had just gotten into a relationship with somebody. And at the beginning of that relationship, we were having a casual conversation on one of those days, one evening, and he happened to say something to me that really hurt me quite deeply. He actually said that I wasn't his type. And the sad thing is, when you're 21 years old, you're young, you're impressionable, you're already incredibly insecure about yourself, and the last thing you want to hear is something like that. Another thing is that he had no idea what my history was, how insecure I had been about myself. The sad thing about that situation is that I spent the rest of that relationship hurting him, throwing jabs at him, being moody. If anybody was to say that to me now that I was starting a relationship with, or whatever it is, then now I'm secure and I'm confident in myself now to say, well, if I'm not necessarily your type, then maybe you should be with somebody else and not me. Find somebody who is your type, and I'll find somebody who I can be happy with. Because you get older, and the way you were a long time ago is not who you are now. You change, you grow. And the sad thing about not forgiving somebody is that you are locked in the past. You're locked in that day. You're locked in what that person said to you and how hurtful it was. If anything, you go back and you replay it over and over and over in your mind. You're so lost in that day or in that series of days, whatever it is that may have happened, that you forget that you have a life to lead. Life does move forward and you've got other things to experience. And when you hold on to so much pain, anguish, and bitterness, you're the one who gets hurt in the end, not that person who said or did whatever it is that may have hurt you. In as much as I may say that I wish I never had that relationship, it taught me a lot. If anything, it helped me to understand where my insecurities come from, because when somebody says something that is really hurtful to you, it brings to consciousness something that may have been buried deep inside you. And for me, that person showed me what, brought to my forefront my own insecurities about myself, my own lack of self-love and self-esteem issues. And even if it was a struggle for a very long time, and even now it's still something that I struggle with, but not as much as I did then, I'm thankful for what happened. I'm thankful for what that person said, because it brought so much of myself and my issues to light. I know what it feels like to make anger your friend. There's something about anger that gives you power. It makes you feel justified in the way that you feel. It makes you feel powerful, actually. The person who may have perpetrated whatever it was towards you has probably forgotten it and has moved on with their lives. and we are sitting here in anguish thinking, how dare they? Who do they think they are, hurting me, and they are the ones who are allowed, to live their lives and to live in freedom. It's about now choosing to focus on yourself. Forgiveness means taking your life back.